What's up, YouTubers? So before we get started with this video, on Get Up, they're going to be talking about, did the Miami Dolphins make the wrong decision in taking Tua Tagovailoa over Justin Herbert? So let's see what they have to say about that.
Anyone who was watching Get Up leading up to the draft knows, Mike Tannenbaum, you were super high on Justin Herbert at a time that a lot of other people were not. So I guess I would ask you, to quote Ryan Clark's tweet, is it possible the Dolphins drafted the wrong guy?
It is way too early to be making any type of judgments on Tua Tagovailoa or Justin Herbert. Way too early.
Well, the reality is it's just way too soon for all these guys. Burrow, Herbert. We haven't even talked about Jordan Love, who we may not see for 2 more years. But what we saw in Oregon is the same thing we're seeing now. This guy is Ben Roethlisberger. He can make all the throws. He's big. He's fast. He outran leverage a couple of times the other night against the Saints. And he has a rocket for an arm, and he's high character and smart. So to me, he had checked every box. And I've been influenced a lot by Coach Parcells, who always talked about being built to last. And you look at Justin Herbert, he is built to last. And that's why
True.
I thought from tangibles, intangibles, it was all there. And I'm not surprised by his success. And I think as it relates to Tua, I see a little bit different than RC from this standpoint. If I'm the Dolphins, I'm hoping I made a 10-year decision. Why rush it? Greeny, we saw it with Chad Pennington a decade ago where Chad sat for a couple of years under Testaverde, and when he started, he just took off. So yeah, I would preach patience with Tua. He's been hurt in the past. Ryan Fitzpatrick plays good football, not elite, but good competitive football. So why rush a 10-year decision until you're absolutely sure that he's ready to go?
Desmond.
Yeah, so I definitely agree with that. With Tua, I always thought that he should take his rookie year and treat it like a redshirt year and just get used to the system and get used to being a professional quarterback and things of that nature, and come back his second year and just ball out. And as far as Justin Herbert's absolutely taking care of business. That guy's balling out of control, and he's doing it against some of the best too. So let's take a quick look at some of his games. So against Kansas City, he gave Patrick Mahomes the business. Patrick Mahomes had to come back and beat him in overtime. He took care of Justin Herbert took care of business against Tom Brady and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He also took care of business against the New Orleans Saints and Drew Brees. Drew Brees had to come on down and beat him in overtime. So Justin Herbert is definitely holding his own against some of the best, and I can't wait to see this guy in the future. He's an absolute baller. So let's continue.
Ryan's raising his hand. I can't ignore that. I have to go to Ryan Clark when he's raising his hand. Go ahead, RC.
If we are looking at Justin Herbert like Ben Roethlisberger, although I think he's much better physically than Ben Roethlisberger was as a rookie, and Tua Tagovailoa turns into Chad Pennington. No disrespect to Chad Pennington. Good football player, not a great football player. If Tua Tagovailoa turns into that, you made a mistake because Justin Herbert is a star. Period. If that's what he ends up being, you were wrong. You made a bad decision. That wasn't the right pick.
True.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but hindsight's 2020. It's easy to say that now that you know that Justin Herbert's going to be a baller. And we haven't even seen Tua Tagovailoa do his thing yet. So, like I said, it's still too early to make any type of snap judgments on these guys. And if Tua Tagovailoa had not got injured at Alabama, he would have been the #1 pick. He would have probably won the Heisman Trophy, and he'd probably be balling right now. But that's not the way things worked out for him. So that's what I'm saying. He should probably sit out this year. Don't worry about it. Come back his second year and just take care of business then, and then show us what he's got. Because I like Tua Tagovailoa. That guy's a baller. He took care of business at Alabama. It's just the injury just slowed him down, but he can get back on track next year. And as far as Justin Herbert, again, that guy's balling out of control right now. I know he hasn't won all the games, but that guy is definitely taking care of business. I'm so happy for the Chargers right now. It's just out of control.
Let me get guys in here quickly. Desmond Howard, just take us back. Again, you cover all these guys. In your mind, Herbert versus Tua, which one would you have taken first?
Oh, man. I loved Herbert when he was at Oregon. I thought he had all the measurables and he can make all the throws. But Tua has been just so sharp. He's so accurate as a passer that I don't think it's a bad pick to take Tua, and I think Tua is going to be a franchise player. So I still think the Dolphins picked the right quarterback.
And quickly, Dan.
Again, hindsight's 2020. To be honest, I didn't know or think that Justin Herbert was going to pan out the way he's already panned out and be taking care of business against some of the best guys. So definitely hindsight's 2020. If I had to choose, I probably would have picked Tua Tagovailoa, but you never know. You never know what could happen. So let's continue.
Graziano, what sense are you getting that the Herbert situation is creating extra pressure in Miami to get Tua on the field?
I think to Mike Tannenbaum's point, like this is a long-term situation for Miami.
It is a long-term situation for Tua Tagovailoa. That's what I said. I'm thinking this rookie year, he should treat it as his redshirt year. And this is, not uncommon. Back in the day, it used to be if you were a quarterback and you were drafted, your rookie year, you didn't even see the field until your second year. It's only been recent that, these quarterbacks who come into the NFL as rookies and ready to play and winning the Super Bowl in their second year, like Ben Roethlisberger and all these other guys. And, Patrick Mahomes, the second year that he starts winning the Super Bowl. So, it's just for Tua Tagovailoa to sit out his rookie year, it's not that unheard of. And I think it'll be better for him if he comes back the second year, comes back, balls out. He's used to the system and he can just take care of business.
They want to make sure it's right long term. Look, I didn't talk to anybody pre-draft that had Justin Herbert over Tua. That includes the people who loved Herbert. Excuse me. I think if the picks had been flipped, Tua would be a Charger at this point.